That's a TikTok time.
Dude!
Chris, you're cut off.
Here, you're
cut off. Here, I'll squeak in.
Yeah, no more drinking for you. Put that down. You alcoholic.
Boy.
I don't care what it is. You're an alcoholic. You don't get to hydrate anymore.
You can even see, me down
I'm
here.
trying to scrub them out.
Oh.
You're getting scrubbed.
Oh, dude.
You're rubbing his
scrub.
Oh, god damn it.
Let's not talk about that.
You've heard of the pussy. Now get ready for the wussy.
What is...
The woman pussy.
Can you scroll down on the search just to make sure?
I officially want to exit life. You have gone too far.
The wussy.
We've come full circle, and I hate it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pain.
I was excited to do something fun. He ruined it. This is Hayden's fault.
That's what I do every time.
Now, I know I DM'd last game, but I literally had no idea for what to do with this podcast today. Hi! Clutch! What's up, brother?
Holy crap.
Hi. I just died to a hacker.
On factory class, I'm sad.
Don't be upset. Have spaghetti.
You know what you should
Be
do?
upset.
You know what you should do? Just start hacking.
I was gonna say hacking back.
Yeah, just...
Fucking dox whoever hacked.
Yeah.
The only way... It's called the scale of warfare for a reason.
Yeah.
You hack me, I'm gonna dox you and send a police raid your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy
'Cause that's
12
normal.
pizzas and send them
I'm
to your
gonna
house.
send you food because I hate you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to eat them.
That would be
all.
surprising though. It would
That
be
would
like,
be.
what the fuck?
I'm amazed.
There's
this
pizzas
is-
at my house, and you're like,
That's
got
what I
him.
did to Connor.
Got him.
I,
Sent him 12 pizzas.
no, that would be pretty great though. No, I sent...
I could have, cause I have to programs on my computer. Have the programs.
Oh
on my
no! Dude, when are you gonna hack me so you can get all my
full
loot?
sends.
Yeah,
On
take all
stream.
Glenn's stuff.
Hack me, daddy.
No, please.
Okay.
I'm already poor as it is. That game is evil.
The game was fun. I had a good time.
I had a
Me too.
good
I had
time.
a good time.
Good game.
Yeah,
It's a fun time.
Let's do plus minus. Sure, fuck it.
Why not?
You.
Nah.
Too bad.
Wow.
No, we're gonna be here for a while if I gotta think about that now.
No, you
That's
don't have to
fine.
think about it. You
No,
just say it.
say it.
instant.
What
Whatever
did you
is
like?
on your brain.
What
What'd
did you
like?
like?
Don't take it seriously.
You don't
What do you like?
What do you like?
don't think too hard.
Don't think. Just
You have the entire table to think. Go, Seth.
Fuck.
This is your peace offering.
Alright, I'll send. What did I like? The world was really cool. I liked that we had a very good direction. And
Correct.
it was all very clear. Roll D100 if you get the number 47. I am Jesus and can tell time.
Do
No, do we have the... I think this
Nah,
is...
it's not. I got it.
No, we do not have
All right.
fancy things.
No, I mean the...
75.
Wow, that's close.
Dang!
that close.
Opposite, almost.
No. it's-
Almost
Dang!
reverse.
That wasn't close at all.
Ah, shit! You got a number between 1 and 100.
I am not
Close, but you're way
But
off.
can you tell time?
I'm not Jesus, but you can tell time.
Just be cheated.
I've told time a lot. Like, give me 5 more minutes.
It's
And why
8:04.
can't this hour end already?
It's 8:04.
This hour has 22.
No, now they're gonna figure out where we live based on the time.
Oh no, they're gonna figure
They're
out what
triangulating
side
us.
of the planet we're on.
They're using the sound of our voice and our time zone and finding out exactly where we are.
Triangulating.
Did you guys know we're in Canada?
I have VR.
Yeah. Yes, you get. Yeah. VR's.
I hope they find you and none of us.
But yeah, the
Come on
world
now,
was
just
really cool.
Good luck.
World was
Government's
cool?
been trying to find me
Yeah.
for years.
It was fun. Yeah, I don't
They
know.
are the government.
Everybody was interactable. And that was good. Minus.
Press A.
Well, I mean, you know,
I don't know why.
it felt like
Down.
it just felt like these were people in the world. It felt. I don't know if this is and to kind of go like if there was a minus, but that this is it's not a minus.
That
It's
you
just
were
like
there. No.
Yeah. No, and it's not even a minus. I think that this is something that happens with a lot of one-shot short games. Is that it's very cinematic. Like things are happening a lot, and I run it like I do it where it's like stuff is moving along. But that's because it has to. Like so that's fine. And it was just a thing. It wasn't bad.
So it's very cinematic.
Super cinematic. Yeah, and that was great.
Yeah.
You know.
So is that a minus? I'm confused.
You
I
said
don't know.
it was close to a
It was
minus,
as
is
close
what
to a minus as I'm gonna get
Okay.
because I don't really have anything bad to say.
Cool.
It was a fun game. And then something I want to see more of. My armor being on when I'm fighting 13 guys. That would be
Hey,
pretty.
that was your
pretty-
choice.
That was
Cons and
I
on
was-
the road.
you did
that. Guns in the showers.
So yeah, I mean, I had to. It was a must.
Got him.
That's
All
what
right.
I want.
But it felt cool. So
I want to see
that was
more
it.
Seth
That's it.
fighting in the showers with fully armored knights.
Nice.
The knights are fully on.
Yeah, he's not, but the knights. No, I don't know. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was really great. I got to be my character and be dumb and fun. I've not had fun with a character like that in a long time. Yeah, it was a lot of opportunity for role playing. I think that's great. I don't think I have any minuses really,
Pog.
like at all. I can't really think of anything that I was just like, damn, that could have been better.
Yeah, I think everyone was just on their game.
Yeah.
Personally, and it like
Yeah.
it made it just made the game flow a lot better. Like I had fun the whole way through. By the end of the session, it was like what 2 a.m. I didn't feel tired because I was just having fun. So I was like, I'm sorry, but I was having fun, and I didn't realize it was 2 a.m. until everyone pointed out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Glad we're ending this
That's a
combat.
good sign.
I mean, I didn't notice. I know he noticed because he was like, "I'm dead." He looked across the table at me, and I'm like,
I know
"Oh,
your
Hayden
minus."
has died now."
Yes.
I
Yeah.
will rectify. I'll fix that.
Yeah.
I want to see more of
Yes.
Hayden being dead at the table.
I will just leave the table.
We'll start at 1.
We'll start at 1 a.m.
He's just sleeping on the
Yeah.
on stream.
Speaking of it, I'm gonna get more.
If you want my character to do something, just like throw a dice at me, it'll roll off.
Here you go. Go.
Thanks, it's your turn.
You know, very much like everyone, it was just a really good time. Yeah, just having fun, just doing dumb things with our characters. Just it was good. You know, I got to feel really cool. I rolled a lot of 20s. Like,
You know,
Yeah.
way too many
Holy
20s.
I rolled a lot of
I
20s.
feel like there's going to be a lot of ramifications for that.
Like a lot of 20s. My negative. I was a tired little baby and I wanted to sleep.
Maybe be a tired little man and don't want to sleep.
Sounds like an issue, not an ish me.
Nah, it's an
No.
Ishmael.
I will dox all of us.
No, I don't
Says
work on
address.
you.
Says postal
We're
code.
safe.
But yeah, no, this is overall a really good time. Yeah, like
Sweet.
had a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. God, that damage. That was a lot of damage.
There was a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
How about you?
Old man.
I was gonna
Look
say
at
your
my
last name,
life.
but I'm like, that's also doxing.
That's
Christopher.
My boy.
Born at.
Minute.
Come on, I doxed myself.
Minutes like
Like
the
one
one thing I
podcast.
can't
Oh yeah.
We started-
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah, we
that.
started off and I was like, my name's blah 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 blah. I was born blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you said exactly.
Yeah,
You
and
said
that baffled Chris.
that brought up
Just
a
like-
conversation because you said the time you were
Yeah.
born at, and we're all like, you know what time you were born at?
If
a
she
general
asks,
approximation.
if she asks you what
That's
time
like, I
you're
know
born
the
at,
hour,
you better
that's
run.
it.
Right.
That's scary. I would not answer that
I was like,
question
hi,
comfortably.
my name's Hayden. You were born like, whoa. What?
Apparently you're a horse.
Oh, what?
Hersey.
I feel like
Brother.
what I said was,
That was
Horus.
that was a good game to end on. I was so tired. I was just like, brother.
oh yeah, it's just
brother.
Brother.
Thing, brother.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
when
cool.
you
to
guys were
talk.
playing. I heard Hayden saying brother all the time.
Brother, I was claimed by the wolf.
I was just sitting in my room, all I heard was brother, brother, brother. I'm like, what the hell is
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
because we couldn't end on Sea of Thieves because their fucking server
Which was
down
so depressing.
for the
That's a shame.
whole 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It was the first game we rolled, so we were playing rounds for like an hour or two, and then we're like,
almost
roll the thing,
4.
Sea of Thieves, server's down. Then we were like, okay, end of the 24-hour stream, last game we're gonna play Sea of Thieves. It was already still down. We're like, well, fucking, I was wearing a pirate getup the whole time.
Wow, that's savage.
Well, Mr. Santa.
That's savage.
Yeah, Santer, man.
Sea of Thieves was like, no, guy.
Yeah. Plus, I was gonna say, you know, we have a clear objective. I don't even remember like our real goal. We're on a ship, and then there was mutiny.
Go
Wake up.
find the shiny ball.
We were literally on the boat
Fine.
to see what was happening to all the
Shiny
train because
ball.
attacks kept happening. We didn't have any information.
Yeah, and I forgot.
Wake up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You were there to be a decoy. Well,
Be guard.
We
I
were
was
a
there-
trap.
yeah, you
I
were
was
trapped.
there.
A trap
to
within a
be
trap within a trap.
I was there to be a chaotic.
In fact, you sprung a trap inside the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
because you forgot how to read.
yeah.
No. He was loot blind.
Loop.
Blinded by the loot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's shit in here.
Hey, that's us. Yeah.
Minuses?
God.
I mean, not really in the way of minuses. I just had a whole lot of fun trying out a new class and just being a little bit of a chaotic force. Also rolling a good amount of 20s.
Yeah, everybody just fucking kept rolling. Yeah,
That's
what?
good.
I'm gonna change my more to more 20s.
More natural
Next
ones.
More natural ones. Yeah.
More natural ones.
Yeah, what happened?
Something I want to see more of. I'm gonna alter something I want to see less of, and that's less goblin abuse.
I mean, he's just a dick.
I'm not in control of that.
Yeah,
You're
he's
gonna-
just
You're
a
gonna have
dick.
to talk to some players about this.
Hayden's character woke up and chose asshole as his personality.
I gave you
I
a
like
nickname. And
Oh, I don't
you
dislike him at
struck
all.
me
I just-
down.
that's
I gave you a
true.
chance to revoke said nickname. You didn't go nickname and I went Shrek. You went nickname and I went no, and you went okay
Nickname, and you're like, I will hit you.
I will hit you.
He did warn
It
you.
was
to be
fair warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like,
I do think his retaliation was extreme.
Yeah,
but
he's
he
like,
did
I
warn
will
you.
hit you. It's like,
Yeah.
nickname. Here's half of your life gone with a powerful spell.
Like I said,
wow.
it was you called a guy
You-
stinky poo poo head and he shot you in the shoulder with a pistol.
He was
fucked around.
Yeah, he was holding the pistol.
Found out.
Yeah, he was holding the pistol. You could clearly see the pistol in his hand.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you've noticed, but I've been my character
Though
avoids Hayden's character
you
'cause I know he's
avoided
a
the
piece of
fact
shit.
that he might shoot it.
Yeah, something I want to see more badger time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the little badger things.
The badger thing.
Yeah, like fucking.
Oh yeah,
riding
yeah.
on his
That was
back.
great.
Eating
Yeah,
fucking
that was
food.
good.
Or turning into a bird.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
America.
sick.
Just yeah, no, really, it's
Eagle
it's a
Force
hard.
One.
Eagle Force One. I am a badger.
Hard not to think of the badger as a fucking god. Yeah, when he does magic shit like that.
Yeah, that's why like all the consmen were just like they're
I
like
guess he's.
we can't dispute the fact you're not a demigod.
Mainly
Because
I
you're a
could probably
talking
kill
animal.
all of them
You're talking,
also.
and you're talking about we've seen you change shape and maul our enemies.
Yeah,
Well,
not
that's the
yeah.
greatest thing. I'm not a demigod, but I think I might be, and nobody can tell me no because
one
they
can
don't
refute.
know. Nobody knows, so it's just like I'm a demigod, and they're like,
Then he just
Okay.
goes like
We can't say no.
Then he just goes like full Jet Li or Jackie Chan, just
I'm all of them at once.
like it just.
We cannot refute that. So we would like you to be fighting for us. Thank you.
You
Please
are
fight for
It's
us.
all right.
not
I'm a nice
against
guy.
us.
I'm just
Jet.
also a badger.
Jet Chan.
I
just
am
any
Jet Chan.
anytime you use any of your actual like monk stuff, yeah, just imagine like in the gamers or just yeah, no, you're a badger,
shit.
and then it's just like hard cut, and now it's just a guy in like a shitty badger costume.
See, I've been picturing just like a
Knocks
almost
him
like a Newgrounds animation badger with like a headband, and he just like goes super intense, and it's
Like
like
mushroom,
Yeah.
badger.
kind of like that, but then it turns into like Redline when like they do crazy things.
Don't.
Like that's what I'm picturing. Yeah, like badger.
Jojo.
That's exactly what I picture every.
I don't know
single
why I'm
movie.
reminded of like a Ren and Stimpy, where it's like everything's normal cartoon, and then
Oh,
suddenly
yeah.
there's just a hyper realistic
Yeah.
image of a badger. Just oh my god, what
Pretty
the fuck?
much, actually.
Why
It's
would
pretty
you
accurate.
do this?
'Cause
So
They were doing a lot of drugs back then, and nobody knew.
that was
Still
wild. No, nobody. I mean, yeah, nobody.
Nobody knew
We
at the
didn't
time. Yeah, as kids, we didn't know.
We didn't know. But yeah.
Now we do.
What about you? 1 + 1 - 1 thing you want to say?
I had a lot of fun. I literally that was the most fun I had DMing in a long time. So it was really nice. It was just like I only came in with like character sheets and like a general plan. I'm like, okay, here's kind of what I want to do, and then depending on what players did, everything changed, which was super fun. Like when you detected evil in that guy, I'm like, yeah, he's just the commander of the thing. Oh, I detect evil. I'm like, oh, now he's gonna be evil. He's gonna be evil.
Yeah, and I mean that I knew that, and that's the thing. I knew that being a paladin and having that as an ability was something that is tough, especially in games like this where you
Oh, it's
only
great.
have so long to build the yeah. It is.
I liked it a lot because I didn't think about making him
Yeah.
evil until you detected evil. I'm like, okay, he's using his paladin ability. I don't want to make that useless. Sure, let's make him evil.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, but how would in the game? I'm like, how would he be evil and also be on the good guy team? Everyone likes him. He's a good guy, whatever. He did a bunch of stuff. I'm like, ha, betrayal.
Lawful evil does not mean you're an asshole.
No.
You could
It could, yeah, you could be a conniving motherfucker. You'd be like, hey, I'm a good guy until 20 years down the road where I stab your wife.
Well, it's right. It's just you just think that things should be. You're just a politician.
Yeah.
You think exploitation is okay.
Yeah, right. It's fun. You're fun to hang out with at the bar. You're just kind of a
shit
dick.
on the inside.
You have some weird things going on there.
Yeah. Every once in a while, they bring something up, and you're like, wait a minute.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. My minus. Nothing really. It was really good. Everyone was kind of on, so I didn't really think of any minuses. I was too busy having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's cool. Yeah, everyone's like, because I'm like, as I was thinking things, it was always fun to be like, okay, the players notice a thing or they look for a thing, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna let them find a thing. Like when you found the bubble thing, I'm like, I don't even know what that's gonna be. I described the thing you might find when you get there, like, and I left it open to a bunch of things, and then I'm like, oh, they're seeing things or something's changing. Now it's gonna be this. Right, which is cool. I like that. I like this style of DMing a lot, where it's not like super rigid, and it can kind of contort to a fun idea.
Yeah, I think it's really good for short play games.
Well,
it's super essential for short play games, because then you don't get dead moments. Like, you don't get like weird moments where it's like, I want to do a thing, and then it leads to literally nothing, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll spend the rest of this 4-hour campaign crying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if it's so short, might as well have everything go, right? Like in a long form, I think there's totally open time for dead time, because like maybe you go to look for something and every once in a while nothing's there. That's fine.
Yeah,
I think that's
realistic,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
But like if it's a short game, I think it should just be go for it. And it doesn't always have to be a big thing. Like it could just be you find a mimic in a boat. That didn't do anything. That was just neat.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought I
That
was
didn't
going to
change
die.
the story. That was just like, oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. That makes sense.
Adds a bit of flavor.
Yeah, it adds
Yeah,
flavor,
yeah.
adds fun.
They use mimics. Cool.
Yeah.
No, in case
Mimics ain't just a
bandits,
lich thing.
oh.
No.
No.
Some mimics just do what they want.
Yeah.
Some of them are just like, I
And
want
now
to be
they're
this
in the
teacup.
woods.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I'm like, how would mimics get around? And I was hoping that you'd fight it for one more round, because when you encounter the mimic, I was like, oh, it's a mimic, and then I'm like, mimic. I'm like, it has a 10-foot speed. I'm gonna ride that a little bit. I'm gonna make it a bit faster.
Oh,
and then
nice.
and then when you ran away, I'm like, damn it! I was gonna have it like fucking like just go like Dark Souls or like, and it gets all creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all saw it.
We
later
saw it.
anyway.
It happened.
We saw him.
Listen, I was getting stuck on it, and my strength is okay, not the greatest. So I was like, yeah. Once I was free and went, I just kind of looked at it and went, I do not want to get that shit stuck on
This
again.
sucks. Yeah.
Like I am not about this life.
Do not fight a mimic unprepared. Not a good idea.
That was very funny. I'm just glad you rolled that one perception.
No.
I was like, all right,
Yeah.
rip.
I was wondering if Chris was just going to die slowly in the boat. No, of us would have been like, everyone was just like,
Yeah.
he's well, it's not, yeah, I thought about it. I just heard Blight screaming. I'm like, that's fine.
He's just monkeying
No, he's
around.
just being a monkey. Like, why would I think he's in trouble?
Yeah.
Rules of nature.
Yeah.
This is why you need the rope, man.
You
Rope
really
is
do need
important.
the rope.
You really need the rope.
Yeah, and
Well, at least you acknowledge it. I
Just
appreciate that.
like, y'all could keep talking about how much I need the rope. Like, yeah, sure, the rope is probably to my benefit. Am I gonna wear the rope?
No.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
No,
Listen, I wouldn't wear the rope either.
putting me in that rope is like trying to get a dog in the bath. Like, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not going to go
It's
peacefully.
just not gonna
Fair.
Yeah. Another fun thing when like I was prepping for the game was because I was so open to whatever was gonna happen. Like, you guys could be whatever. I didn't even alignment restrict you. I'm just like, do your thing. Just tell me.
Yeah.
I wrote like I didn't write it down, but I statted like a bunch of people that had no interaction with you really, that you could have just done things with. Like I had the con statted, And then I also statted an assassin because the con was really high level. That was just gonna like come in after a D3 round if you decided to fight him. And I'm like, yeah, you can just fight him. You know, he's an asshole. Sure, if you want to fight, if you really want to fight him, it's gonna be tough, but it'd be fun.
Khan's my homie, man. I can't do him like that. I can't do him like fucking. Oh, why can't I
do him
remember?
dirty.
Like Matt. It was an M, right? What the hell's his name? The guy who betrayed him.
I don't remember.
Write it down on your character sheet. that's what his name is.
No idea.
I don't remember. I have it somewhere.
Anyway, but
somewhere on my
can't do
papers.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, like I like that. I like just scenarios where I'm like, you know, I don't know what the players. I like that thought process of I don't know what the players are gonna do. So instead of forcing them to do a thing, I'll just kind of have a bunch of stuff ready.
Yeah.
A bunch of goofy ideas floating around my head.
Well, and
For sure.
the thing about that too is, in the large form game, in long form games, having some breathing room is nice. But I think that something that can be taken from smaller games is that breathing room doesn't need to be doing nothing or not finding something, but it could be a small reprieve like finding a non-story related little side quest that is its own little story within a bigger game, right? You could almost do a small game within the game, right? And to start thinking of it like that and being more freeform while also having the rest of this whatever story arc you're doing or are trying to kind of convey with your group, and because that's one of the things that makes it fun. Because I love doing short form games for that exact reason. You can have a small, concise thing, and it can be kind of goofy, or it can be kind of insane, or it can be insane. But remembering that you can bring that into any game and use that. Like let's say you don't have anything really prepared for a session. Happily be like, okay, well, what happened last session? Oh, the group's kind of not doing anything in particular right now. Oh, you know what? I'll just throw this at them. Fuck it. I have this storyline in my head maybe, or just listen to what the players are doing. You know, if they're asking what's going on around town, are there any rumors? Just be like, sure, there's fucking. Like, oh, that's a great way to use monsters that you haven't used before. There's this strange thing that's been happening in the town over, you know, or like weird things have been moving around in town, and then just go. That's a great way to do that, and you know.
Have the NPCs not know what it is. And
Yeah, right.
Help. We don't know. There's a thing. You don't know what it is.
Freaky,
spooky.
Yeah. I think one helpful thing is like I've watched all of Vox Machina. And just as an example, there's obviously some sort of big plot thing, but that's not what matters right now. And I think that's really good to do in longer form games for players, to give them more to do than just, we have to go fight the big Lich Lord. Let's have the entire game be focused around that. I think it's better if you just have it be like, this is not necessarily super time sensitive. Like maybe it's time sensitive in chunks. So it's like, you find something out and you have to do this right away. But then when you finish, it looks like it's okay for now, so we can take a chill break and like, and then you do another adventure entirely that has nothing to do with the main story, maybe, and like.
Yeah, you successfully destroyed the orb. The Lich's plans have been delayed for.
Yeah. You did something. It matters, but not right now.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
I think that's a great way to handle like super villains too, like long form game villains is to like. Not maybe be aware of a thing, but maybe not know they're the villain, or if they, or even like not even know they're there, and just be like, we stopped this bad thing that in like a couple sessions. Okay, like we had to go, like you said, like go destroy this orb. This orb was causing a bunch of chaos in a thing, and you don't realize until way later. Oh, that was the Lich's orb.
Yeah, maybe you only find out.
And
like,
it was him doing all the chaosing through the orb. Oh, we were fucking with him since day one.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
shit,
the orb
he's
was just
pissed.
The orb, yeah. And then you find out later, like, there's this dude, and he had something to do with the orb, and it's just a guy, and then you kill him, and you're like, fuck yeah, we did it, look at us, we helped, and then, he was working for the Lich Lord the whole time.
and it's, the group hits like level 8, and then the Lich is revealed, and he's pissed off, and it's like, why is he so mad? It's like, Oh, he had a guy that was tending to the orb.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Yeah. Make it stagnated instead of just like trying to get to one goal.
You killed
Make
the
it like
you killed the
It's a ladder.
blacksmith in town. It turns out that was the Lich's best friend.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done that.
Who's he gonna drink with now?
Yeah.
There's no one there to tell him maybe he shouldn't take over the world.
yeah.
Yeah, I can just imagine talking to the blacksmith. Yeah, I know a lich. His heart's in the right place, but his mind's
His
a little
heart's-
rattled. He's been around
his
for a few
heart's in the right
centuries, so he thinks this is the best way to go about it. And it's like, and yeah, just someone just looks like, "You're friends with the lich," ha! And yeah, now there's no one to talk the lich out of those crazy things that he wants to do.
Those
No voice to
crazy
read.
liches.
Whew, them wily liches. I almost said witches.
I think that would be an interesting medium form game of just you build a world and then you go.
Well,
You don't have a story necessarily. You just build the story with the group. You just literally let them go and let them figure it out from like the first few games, and then just go with that.
a lot of games start like that. I find, or at least that's
Not really.
that's like maybe not in our sessions.
Yeah, I
but
feel like in
know
our
that-
sessions more often than not we play story-based games, which is great. I love story-based games. Don't get me wrong, but I think that'd be a cool idea of just like literally build a world in depth and then just be like go for it.
Yeah,
Just go crazy. Like do whatever you want, or don't go crazy. Like
just have a story in mind for later.
yeah, you could have like, or you could just like have a loose story that you build with the group. Like
Yeah.
like it's literally I have a couple ideas, but nothing concrete yet.
Totally. I mean, that's kind of how we started my game. But then it was like there were a couple of decisions that were made, and it was like, okay, well, this makes sense, and this makes sense. So, yeah. But yeah, it's a great way to start any game. If you don't really have too many ideas, then I mean, so long as you're listening to your players and you're able to just go with the flow, then yeah, it's great.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Very important.
No matter what you do, if everyone's having fun, you're doing it right.
No, if you're winning, you're doing it right.
Dungeon Master has to be winning. If
Yeah.
you're not killing one of your players every session, then you're not doing it right.
It's TPK every session. That's how you.
I
win.
tried really hard.
That's how you win.
You know?
You almost had one.
You almost had
6 horsemen, you know?
Don't worry, I'll do better next game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, the thing
I'm
that got
an inside
closest to
guy.
killing anybody was Hayden,
I'm an inside guy.
single-handedly.
I'm just gonna scorching ray blast everybody.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that'll make
Come
my
at
job
me.
so much easier.
Dude, come at me. I bet you can't even hit me.
Really hard to beat people with the same challenge rating, you know? You just have to...
It's a shame that I was told to make the Monkey Goblin Swashbuckler, because without the allow restriction, this would have been the game to have been the anti-paladin.
Yeah.
And just,
that would have been fucking hilarious.
What scenario brings a paladin and an anti-paladin together?
Oh, come
And
on.
now
Money.
now they have to work together.
Money. To be fair, I am
Money.
lawful neutral. I'll give you that. So.
That's still not going to be friends with the anti-paladin.
Well, lawful. I mean, yeah, because
Yeah, they'll get along in the lawful part.
Anti-paladins.
They have to be chaotic evil, like a paladin has to be lawful good.
Hey, you could
I had to really try not to say neutral or evil in that, and I don't know why.
Weird.
just think, if you're the
Paladin has to be
anti-paladin, you could
lawful.
just wear angel skin. Be Gucci.
Yeah.
No one will know.
Wearing these tattered remains of an angel. Hey, guys!
Hey,
Ah!
that's where.
How's it going? Needle teeth, red eyes, bleeding.
I mean, he's bleeding.
Beat
Wait,
some
he
children.
bleeds.
Yeah, but not constantly.
No, but he doesn't look good when he does it.
It is kind of like the clapper, where bleed on, bleed off, bleed on, bleed off.
Bleed more.
The bleeder.
The bleeder.
The bleeder.
I don't like the bleeder.
Juicer. Oh, God.
Man, now I'm just thinking of rips now that you've said that.
No, so
Don't think of it.
when I say juicer, I think of Corey in the house.
Oh, yeah! Greatest anime
I've
of all time.
never seen an episode of it, but I know the juicer because of you.
Yeah, Juice is a basketball.
Never seen an episode of Corey.
God damn.
No, I haven't.
Those hands.
He was also in That's So Raven, but Corey in the house is just superior.
I've also
Yeah.
not seen that, so Raven.
Well, it's the same.
Really?
universe.
Yeah. Just like how Drake and Josh and I carved it the same universe.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. 100%.
Yeah. Give it!
Give it!
What give you thinking about?
Chris Sears.
No. No.
What?
Well, was there an episode of Chris Stairs that just happened here? Or?
No, thank you. Please don't.
Apparently there is now.
Right.
Yeah, that was all. I literally had no idea what to talk about today.
Yeah, same.
Because I was like, I had fun playing D&D.
Yeah, there wasn't much to talk about, honestly.
All right, get out of here.
Yeah, we're
Leave.
done. Half an hour. That's all we need.
Skedaddle.
We could get closer to finishing off the bowl.
No.
We could.
Go get
delete
grab
the
the
bowl.
bowl.
Grab one question from the bowl.
One question, no more.
Hey, Bill.
We'll talk about this one subject.
I had an idea, but now I can't remember.
Removed from the bowl. Now there's the 4.
One.
One. That's what it says. One.
Let me feel your bowls.
Favorite monster from Bestiary 1.
Oh, that's specific.
That's very specific.
It was
Goblin.
someone passing Bestiary 1. I've never looked at it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
I've
no
never
idea what's in the
Goblin.
Bestiary. I know.
You know what? I'm just gonna be easy and base. Silver Dragon. It's my favorite. I've always loved Silver Dragons. Easy peasy. I think they're
I
super
kind of
cool.
like that question. What would be
They're
my
fun.
favorite?
Goblin.
Goblins are good.
Easily.
Hmm.
Goblins are dope. Although harpies and those were fun.
Yeah,
They're not my favorite.
Harpies are fun, but they're definitely a like
Nah,
screw the group kind of monster.
they were fun.
The Minotaur. They're not terribly powerful, just as a creature just on their own. But I find them very good to kind of like put the fear of God into very low level.
I was gonna say, if you're low level, they are terrifying.
So groups like level 1, 2, and you just have it there, not like going after them, but it's there. And suddenly, like the group just kind of goes, okay, maybe we don't tangle with that.
Don't get lost in the labyrinth.
Because one swing and that's one of us gone.
Just don't get lost in the labyrinth.
I also take it back. Mimic is my favorite.
Oh right,
'Cause they can
mimics
be
are
anything.
one.
They can be
Mimics are
and
amazing.
the bigger they are, the higher their challenge rating, so they can adapt with the group.
Never forget that mimics are just gray oozes.
They're just
Yeah.
oozy boys,
Just big old oozes.
goopy boys that take shape and they go, haha,
Yep.
mimic this thing that is interacted with
Constantly.
fairly often, so
Yeah.
that there's a chance I can eat food.
Yeah, with that, we don't really do a whole lot of oozes, really.
Oozes are scary.
They
That's
are.
why.
Oh, I know they're scary. It's like I remember in that, like the Western game, there was
Come on.
just a lot of, oh man, we don't use the black pudding, so I just add the black pudding.
Yeah.
I just went,
I mean, black
That's a
pudding's like
creature.
one of the weaker ones too.
Yeah.
You don't see gelatinous cubes very often because most of the time people don't make it.
just this walking cube ball of just digestive fluid.
I
Completely invisible to the
I
eye.
used an ooze in my game.
Yeah.
Under the castle.
Under the castle.
In my Sunday game.
portal.
Yeah, the poop portal.
Poop.
Ah.
There was the corpse pit that had an ooze in it because that's how they disposed of bodies.
Right,
And then you
right.
threw the potion.
Oh boy.
I didn't do anything about that. That was
Sorry,
great.
sorry. Braden threw a the potion at it that was specifically told not to.
Yeah.
Made a
not
portal.
the bad potion.
Yeah, made
Yeah.
the poop portal.
Yeah.
That sucked one of the
Funny
dwarf brothers away
And now
into the
that
poop dimension.
and now that's the kind of like. I mean, really, it's the only objective that my hobgoblin war priest really has. Is now he's got to figure out how to reverse manufacture that so that he can help go save that dwarf from the dwarf from the poop dimension.
Not dwarf.
I'm sure there's easier ways to get to the poop dimension.
This is the only way we know.
See, it's
think-
not actually the poop dimension. The problem is we don't know where it goes.
No one knows.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
And
I remember.
Yeah, just this mysterious red liquid touches poop. Boom.
Yeah, I think I have to cheat a little bit because it's not a single creature. It's like a faction. It's
From Bestiary
from
1.
Bestiary 1. Yeah,
Okay,
it's all
okay.
of them are from Bestiary 1, but it's
Okay.
like orcs, goblins, ogres. Because
Oh
I'll
my.
always make they're just really fun to make a really easy, good antagonist little army that gives a lot of diversity. Like you can add wargs, you could add creatures, you could add anything onto them, and it makes sense. They have such good deep lore in Pathfinder, and they've got a lot.
Races of orc and goblin.
Exactly,
There's a bunch
right?
of sub-races.
You got monkey goblins, Grindylow, goblin snakes.
Yep.
there's like a
Gork and Mork.
there's a goblin for fucking any terrain. The fucking Grindelows are just goblin like little Ursulas in the sea.
Yeah, and I mean, you can spice it up, throw an ant in that bitch.
Or are you boy?
You can add the classes to any of them and make them that extra little spicy, but it's just there's such a good easy little add-in as a main. It's kind of like what Chris you had mentioned about having a weird standard enemy, quote unquote, whatever your base enemy that you have to face is. I mean, there's a reason why they're so common, right? And the reason why we see them so much is because they're designed to be
They're fightable.
that, right?
Yeah.
Well, and even their design really plays very well. The only other thing that you could I mean that people use I find very often is like giant rats or kobolds is a great example of nice little level 1 scalable enemies.
Until the dragon shows up.
No, but I mean but that's what I mean is they're scalable. That's what makes goblins and orcs so nice is that you could have any level and you could be fighting one of them, a bunch of them, and it would all still kind of make sense. And I mean, you could do that with just about anything if you really wanted, but it's built into them by design. So, and a part of that is like, I mean, look at all of Lord of the Rings and I don't know, just any fantasy, right? And it's just easy to dive into. So.
And as you say, Goblin or Orc, everyone just knows.
Yeah, they're just established as
they're
the
the
monster
established
things.
They're great.
That's
Makes
what
sense
they
to me.
do.
What about you?
So quickly looking through the list, I'd probably have to go with either the Assassin Vine or the Aboleth.
Aboleth kind of pog.
Yeah.
That was so scary.
Assassin Vine, we've just had fun with Assassin Vines in the past.
Or terrible times.
It's just dumb.
Who was it that we were? I think it was we were playing Aaron's game or something, and there were assassin vines and everyone was asleep. It was you. Yeah,
he was going crazy because the forest was trying to kill him.
The forest was trying to
Oh yeah, right. We were running through.
I was convinced the elves were like dead spirits in that game. The platypus.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
There's that. There was during your game where with Greg. Yeah, we're going through the swamp and it's just there's assassin vines around here. Should have mentioned that earlier. My bad.
My bad.
Oh.
And then Diablo is just cool. I mean, I'm a big sucker for anything weird and fish-like. So, yeah.
What's that? We were an ancient race of fish things that actually owned an empire in the underwater world, and we defeated the mermaids and fucking. It's cool.
Take off.
Yeah.
Cool shit.
And then the meteor came.
Yeah. Well, the spaceship.
Yeah.
But same thing.
Yeah.
It's a meteor.
Yeah. It's just a.
And then the mermaids went, a gun!
It's a meteor with design.
What's this?
It's not a boulder. Pew, pew. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
Pathfinder meteors are just SpongeBob rocks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's a stupid boulder.
Another one that's really good is like cloakers, or I can't remember which ones they are, but the ones that pretend to be stalagmites.
I think
It's like no. Oh, mate, no, it's not.
Those are Pathfinder. I know those are D&D.
No, but they
definitely
have them
in
in
D&D.
Pathfinder. I'm
Definitely.
pretty confident.
I think those are just ropers.
It might just be called ropers. I think that's right.
Yeah.
I
I know
what
that
they do is they
ropers
pretend
are-
to be something and then they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have the creepy one eye and like the teethy mouth.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, then they just kind of go, like tendril grab yoink.
Yeah, just fun little cave things that you
Can
can
I think
put
about
in.
how often do we go into a cave in D&D and encounter anything that's actually a cave monster?
We don't
Literally
have a lot of
never.
regular caves, though.
I mean,
I don't.
I feel like every game has at least 1 or 2 caves in it at some point.
Yeah, I think really the best example we had of that is your Sunday game now with those mites.
Those were fun.
And then there were the drow, and then there were the draugr or drugar.
Yeah,
Man, that was
I'm sad.
hilarious.
It made the session go by fast, but I'm sad we didn't get to explore that more because
Yeah, we didn't want to
Cool
stick
little
around.
drip.
Oh
Our
yeah, when they just
fortress.
accidentally defeated the entire area.
the drow rolled 2 natural ones on their perceptions, and
Yeah.
they're busy doing like a procession,
Yeah.
and these guys just went
Let's
Yeah.
take the thing.
orb.
Yeah,
See you
just-
later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, just Taylor said at a distance, and I got like a 20 to fucking sneak up. It's like, okay.
Sometimes it happens.
And
Run,
the drow
run,
went
run.
natural one. And they're like doing chanting and walking around the thing, and he's like.
It's like when Nick pulled that dude through the window of my tower.
Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron. Sometimes they
Oh,
just
yeah.
think of something you don't.
Goodbye.
Or just get good rolls.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah, it's the beauty of how
The beauty of D&D.
is.
Yeah, the
Do
beauty of
whatever.
D&D is anything can happen, and as long as everyone's having fun, it's always gonna be
Yeah.
something cool.
It's why you don't over prepare. You will.
No.
You cannot
Over preparation is
Predict.
never good.
everything the players are going to do. They will throw a curveball at you.
Yes.
You need to be ready for that.
You wait.
Or the dice will throw curveballs.
Yeah. Or
That. Yeah.
there's just.
I'll pick this lock. Taylor and Aaron both unconscious. Or no, it's you and Taylor both unconscious. Good thing I'm a rogue. Anyway, don't let me do that again.
Yeah.
Don't stand behind
Yeah.
me.
Or when you
Or
went
in
to
front of me.
or when you went to get me killed and you're like, "Oh, they're animals. You'll run and we'll hold them off. And I was like, yeah.
And then
Ben rolled he like rolled a 1 on his like acrobatics and just tripped. And they all went,
tripped in his attempt to run away, and yeah, they just ganged him, and we just ran, and still like half of us died.
Oh, is there a like book setting, or is there a setting you would love to do a game in that we haven't done?
Hayden's already taken mine
God, I've got.
because we have a
There's
similar one.
There's
Yours is a little more
a
in depth, though.
series actually we have. I haven't looked into it all, but I thought it was be a really cool to do again. Well, not really again, but just to do, where it's kind of set in like Arabia.
Oh,
Where,
right. So yeah.
where it's like it's desert Arabian night kind of deal. So I think that'd be really cool too. But
I should bring back Iskandar.
yeah, just currently
Cool.
I do want to just redo the
Salt.
Wild West kind of thing again.
Wild
The
West.
weird West setting, which I just love a lot.
I want that too.
Yeah.
I want to play like essentially a Graves character with a big shotgun.
Yeah, it'd be fun to play a West.
I have one man to
One
play
man,
in West
one
games.
dream, one hope.
Sam Holton. every
Same.
time.
Yeah, no, like for me, like that's the answer to the question.
Arabian
Yeah,
Nights.
just do like the Arabian Nights.
You go.
Yar har fiddly
Ah,
dee.
yeah.
A pirate game would be
Never
pretty
actually
fun.
That
done
would
a
be pretty
pirate game.
base.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It just comes down to the problem of either
Yeah.
Chris and I are going to have to DM it probably,
Yeah.
and therefore that person will not be playing the pirate game.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to pirate. I'd be willing to pirate a DM game.
It's alright. I already have a pirate game. I am.
Ooh, there's a good D&D idea. We're all DMs.
As long as we don't do that thing that we always do whenever we get on a boat in D&D. That's the thing we do.
Nope.
I've encountered more krakens than I've encountered any other aquatic creature in D&D.
Yeah.
With this, you'll be fighting. If you're going to be fighting things on your boat, it's going to be a lot of other crews,
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
like the crew of wizards.
Wizard.
They just changed the wind direction.
Yeah.
Oh, God
they can
damn
go
it.
wherever they want.
Fuck.
I was like, all right, let's keep us up. All right, we're running low on spells and they're getting close. Wind control, please.
Yeah.
This is wind for us, water against them.
Oh, God, they have magic cannons.
It's just
It's just the windows open, it's a wizard. It's 12 wizards. It's 12 wizards with fireballs sitting outside the fucking portholes.
What about you?
I want to do, the one we talked about that one time. I want to do a game where it's just like uber retarded high fantasy. Where like wizards walking through the street drinking magic out of cups and just like shooting fireballs at things for funsies. Not necessarily that, but you know what I mean? Like super high magic fantasy where it's just like, yeah, a wizard casting magic in front of you is completely standard and
There's
normal. And nobody
dancing.
freaks out
Yeah,
about it.
there's dancing
Yeah.
brooms around the streets. and
The
shit.
city itself is ridiculously magical. Like you can walk on a magic elevator and fly up to your house, and you could teleport to your work or whatever. Like just like way over the top.
Morrowind.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really fun like city environment to explore and like have fun in.
It's just someone falls out of the sky.
No, nobody can fall. You all got feather fallings.
Not that guy. That guy did not have feather fall.
Clearly he's
That
not
was a
part of
fighter with
city.
scrolls.
It's so
I did it. I made the. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I also really enjoy playing just the more urban kind of games, and yeah, like the huge sprawling metropolis or something. It's real fun. I'm not a big fan of DMing them. It's,
They're difficult.
There's
They're very
just
tough.
a lot to keep track of.
You
but
need to be
it's
very
it's
good at
fun.
world building. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well, okay, maybe you didn't have fun DMing it, but I had a great time.
oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh, what are
Yeah,
you
just
talking about?
every
All
session
of
that was me
Corvosa.
just kind of like, oh god, what the fuck.
All of Corvosa was very fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was
There's a lot of things. You
I
have
went
to
through a
think
lot
about.
of characters. I went through 4 characters in Corvosa.
4.
Yeah, I went through 4 characters.
Well, yeah, his first session, he died.
First
Yeah.
session, made a goblin, made a
Yeah.
voice introduction with a bunch of sound effects.
Yeah.
Died right away.
Died immediately.
Died off screen.
Eaten by
Died
spiders off
instant
screen in the background.
Second guy was my monk. My
Yeah.
monk, my crazy monk
He
boy.
executed himself.
Yeah, killed himself.
That was pretty cool.
And then there was my tower shield boy. He was sweet. He was
Oh
fun.
yeah, Tower
He
Shield
was,
Boy.
he was just
He was
based
cool.
off the fucking like sword and board dude from For Honor, and he was dope.
He was a good boy.
He was fun. And then that game ended, and we restarted. So I made the druid,
Yeah.
and he was great.
Yeah.
Set fire to a university.
Yeah, so I found in university trying to kill the teacher because he was a witness. And then just, it's like,
Stampede.
Man, just, oh, he's fucked and just left.
Yeah. I think it's so funny that you say that because
Okay.
I was thinking about like almost exactly that. I was reading in this forum about a guy who DMs all of his games kind of like Acme cartoons because he thinks that the D&D Pathfinder like the setting is so ridiculous because you have all of these things living together in a world. It's a Looney Tunes cartoon. So he was talking about how he would have like ogres waiting with a rock and like a big red X painted on the ground waiting for the group, and just wizards going all over the place doing just ridiculous stuff. So kind of in the same vein, but
I do
basically
like
just
that idea though.
running the game of an
Ogre
Acme cartoon.
holding a
Yeah.
rock to drop on the group, but because they don't know where to drop the rock, they paint a big red X.
X
You're
so
like,
they can-
"Oh,
Right there. Yeah, right.
yeah. Wait.
Wile E. Coyote style ridiculous. Well,
I'm a big
right.
Charles. Can you?
Could you go?
And just like really petty
Oh, yeah,
wizards
boss.
who are really powerful who just hate each other because one of them stole their girlfriend or something. Just like
girlfriend.
right, or
Please,
just
I was
something like that.
I can't conjure those infinitely.
Yeah. So just stuff like just basically a Acme style Dungeons and Dragons setting. It just matches the ridiculousness of the rule set and the
More fruity.
takes it almost literally, right?
I
don't think
don't
literally.
think literally at all.
I think it just takes it not seriously.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it takes
that's
it not
just it.
seriously. I think it looks at it and goes, "Let's make this fun and crazy."
Because if it took it literally, it would be like
Nothing.
It'd
like
be like
Acme.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it'd be more like Lord of the
It'd
Rings.
be like serious fantasy, Lord of the Ringsy.
Yeah, Pathfinder definitely doesn't try to be goofy Acme.
No.
The dragon would come, swoop, breathe fire, fly away. You know,
Swoop.
wait for its breath attack to come back. Swoop, breathe fire, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be. It'd just be like Lord of the Rings, because it's literally like, yeah, there are super epic, high-level wizards, but it'd be like Gandalf, where he's, if you're living in the southern Rohan, you're not gonna see Gandalf. You're never gonna meet Gandalf.
Yeah, you're
you
not
might
supposed
have,
to run
You
into
might have heard
some
about a
wizards.
war that he was a part of, where he he summoned the sun to blind a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He just went, fuck you. And you're like, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna go on an adventure and go slay some ogres.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Acme.
Acme would
I think that'd be fun. It'd be very funny.
And then you live in the supposed to be very humble, peaceful Shire, where he just hangs out.
Why wouldn't he? It's
Hey, the main character's there, okay?
Yeah.
Both of
If I was a crazy old wizard and I could go there and smoke weed for free and get a buttload of food, I'd do it.
Hobbit food, it do be kind of sweet, though.
Right?
Be kind of busting.
Also,
Your options.
Also-
Elves.
also pretty
Humans.
low-key
Yeah.
also low-key
Orcs.
free protagonist for hire.
Yeah.
Hobbits.
Gullible.
Short stacked.
Silly small people.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't think it was really gullible. He told them straight up what was going on.
Gullible.
No, Bilbo was gullible because of the ring.
Literally,
Here,
like,
take this ring. Chill.
Yeah.
Pippin and all them, they were gullible as shit. They're like.
Yeah, but that was their thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're gullible.
Yeah,
They're
their thing was being.
And then
They're like,
Sam,
oh.
the true hero.
Sam is the real hero. Of
Yeah,
it.
no, y'all think Frodo's the one that fucking said that. No, it
don't
was
think anyone thinks
Sam. Yeah,
Nobody
no.
thinks that.
No, everyone but me. This is
Frodo
my
was a vessel
revelation.
who
I'm
did a lot of
smart.
stuff, and he was a good boy. He did a
I've
good
got
job. But if he didn't have
exactly
Sam,
this
he would have
many
became a
wrinkles.
new
30
evil
now?
man.
Because you're starting kind of senile.
I got this many wrinkles in the brain. I'm smart.
Your brain. It
Look
was
at my-
so smooth.
Look at my whole
It slid
wrinkle.
out of your skull cavity so easily. It's surprising.
You
The lobotomy went well. It went so
Very.
well, in fact, I didn't have to remove your brain. It just slipped out.
This is just,
Never
Your
heard of
brain, wrinkles, ew,
Ew.
ugly.
Ugly.
My brain,
Smooth.
soft.
Yeah,
beautiful.
smooth, soft, aerodynamic.
Yeah.
okay, your guys' criticisms and insults don't affect me. My brain's too smooth.
It just
Slides
right
right
up.
Yeah.
In one ear, sliding across the brain, right out the other one.
It all makes
It's
sense.
like a big old, it's like a slip and slide, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
That's
lubricated too.
Hey, did you already say which setting you? I'm
No.
lost.
No,
What's
Glenn's
that?
next.
I don't know. I honestly, because we played a lot, I was thinking like, I kind of want to do a more long form game of like Star Wars or Halo.
Yeah.
Because every time I've done those, it's always like 1 or 2 sessions, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I kind of want to. I want to do like let's establish a thing.
Yeah.
That Halo game, every time I just think back.
That was fun.
It was great.
That was a great game.
The ridiculousness
Some ridiculous shit
of
going on.
we are a group of ODSTs, the medic, the sneaky man, and I take an energy sword to the chest and walk it off.
Hey. Yeah.
ODSTs times a million.
Yeah, that's a hard thing with like that is such a
He didn't roll high
funny thing to
damage.
balance. It just in general like game mechanics versus what makes sense
Yeah.
or what like
Yeah.
what reads.
I think it just comes in descriptions, right? Of what you
yeah.
Like when the warrior runs up and hits you at level 10 for 50 damage, and maybe it's not that he actually cleaved through your chest. Maybe he like skimmed your arm and your muscles pretty hurt, so you're a little slower than
Yeah, I think
before. Or, like,
I totally agree.
it's like clearly he hit you, but you were good enough to not take major damage.
Well, it's like
yeah, the dragon breathes
Yeah.
fire. You take 80 damage. It's not you being engulfed in flame. Maybe it like licked across your back and like
It like singed your back covered in a bird, and
Yeah,
now
you're
you're
like,
slower. You're like,
Yeah,
that
you
sucks.
Yeah, there's like a large pile of rubble you're able to hide behind just in time.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
HP specifically is it's not an actual pool of health. It's
your
It's your
combat
chaos
effectiveness.
experience.
Yeah.
Your ability to dodge a lethal blow.
Your ability to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to description. And I mean, for some systems like RuneQuest, you don't need to because
No.
10 damage in RuneQuest is devastating.
Yes.
Some systems do that, so like, yeah.
I'm attacking. Where am I attacking? Yeah, just anywhere. Okay, a random spot that you're gonna be doing that.
You cut his leg off.
Yeah, you cleave his entire leg off.
You rack his leg.
Yeah.
Rack city, bitch.
You
If only magic
ignore
was balanced.
the road and decide to go in. And
yeah,
whack
very
the
magical.
old
Like
woman
was
in her
balanced
bed.
and or was like it's just so
Interesting is a good way to put it.
So
Where it's so basic.
Spirit magic. How do you get this? You have to speak to spirits in game and talk to them, and then they have to grant you boons after you do quests. It's like, what the fuck?
Why can't I just do that?
Welcome to the 7 different types of divine magic.
Yeah. Each of which are granted in different ways, and you can only obtain them if you do certain things. Because there's no classes, so you have to make it hard to obtain magic. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. If everyone doesn't have magic.
Yeah.
So
Or you just
fuck
say-
you, and it's like, oh my god.
Well, you just say people are born with it. That's an easy way to do it.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's
But it's just so like
Well, I've always found
pools and
RuneQuest.
shit are all different. In
Yeah,
RuneQuest.
I've always found RuneQuest was like built on the occult idea of everything. Like, his magic feels very occult and just
Yeah.
like folklore-y. And
Yeah,
like, that
it's like,
doesn't work in a setting of games unless you try really, really hard. If it's the only thing there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like folklore is meant to be stories. It's not really meant to be a
game.
I mean, yeah, which harpers back to the fact that we've never done a RuneQuest game.
No.
I mean, I have done a RuneQuest game.
Homebrew game.
No. I haven't run one. I've been in one.
Oh.
Yeah, I
You
was
see,
in one
I've
with
done
Dan.
one. You
Yeah.
played.
He's been in one. Yeah.
Also, even back then, it was homebrewy as fuck. I was in that game. I was the barbarian.
Yeah.
The big axe, and I was. Me and Connor were the reason Hobo Joe was a thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
game's still very homebrew.
Because we finished the game, and I
Yeah,
asked
that's
Dan if Hobo Joe was my father, and Dan rolled a dice behind his thing, and I was like, so? And he's like, I can't say.
I can't.
I can't say.
Can't
No.
tell you.
Can't
So
tell.
I will say it's probably the
Closest, yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. I couldn't damage anything we were going up against. Well, yeah, if I could damage it, Connor would kill it because he was just too powerful.
Smoke wizard meth.
Yeah. Oh, wow, a moving castle. Better smoke wizard. You smoked wizard meth to get us into the castle,
Yeah.
and then almost died because we got into the stairwell and there was an enemy there, and he's like, I swing with my right hand, and we're like, well, we can't swing with our right hand because we're in a stairwell. This sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird system. Wild
Very
out.
weird system. I think if we were to go back to like I think Star Wars had a pretty good system for Star Wars. I think if we wanted to do another like Halo thing, it would probably have to be Savage Worlds.
Yeah, I think Savage
Just
Worlds.
I mean, that's what we did.
That's what we did. I thought we were doing something else on that.
No, because we did Savage Worlds, and I just said to replace because I was like, the stats kind of make sense
Yeah.
for the like weaponry.
We
It
did
was
like a slightly
rename them.
home
Yeah.
release Savage
The
Worlds.
big thing with my character for Savage Rolls is I just took all the toughness feats.
Yeah.
So I just had an effective like 5 extra like wounds.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
I kept doing cards for combat.
I really don't.
Yeah, as much as Savage Worlds is like super simple, it's not really built for realism. That system's definitely not built for realism.
I love Savage Worlds.
It's a great system, but it's definitely like if you want to go for realistic, you have to play it a certain way. You can't just go with the because like things like toughness don't make sense in Savage Worlds for like realism.
You do feel like an absolute baller.
Oh, 100%. Like I've never once played Savage World game and been like, yes, I feel so realistic. I feel like I'm a human being surviving in the world. I always feel like I'm really cool and like.
Well, I mean,
super
but again, we've never really done that setting for Savage
also
Worlds.
true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
They've
the
done a
wounds,
normal-
the wound system in any game is hard to make realistic unless you're doing it a very specific way.
I think just the games that we've played have lent us to being more hardy. Yeah, right. Like I mean, look at the games that we did. We did a superhero game, a game where you're ODSTs and literally gods.
Yeah. No, I know, I'm
so
aware.
it's a little skewed.
I'm fully aware. It doesn't. Wound systems, I don't feel lend themselves to that because like, you could take damage and then not take damage. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Whereas like with other systems, you take damage.
I think it just comes down to description again, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Well, description, yeah, very
Yeah.
important. That's
Because I
true.
think if you save the wounds or whatever, it's like you avoiding the
Yeah,
blow or
Avoid
whatever.
or deflect.
Yeah, or you only get nicked by the super laser.
To get out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there are certain systems that lend themselves more to a aggressive style of game, right? Like look at like we were talking about Savage Worlds is less deadly than RuneQuest
Yeah.
by design,
yes,
right?
yes.
RuneQuest, you are in danger in
All
a
the time.
normal fight,
Yeah.
right?
Weirdly enough, I find Fantasy Warhammer was the only system I felt where I felt like a real human being in a
Yeah.
fantasy world.
Yeah.
That's the only system where I legitimately felt
I always
like,
like the
if this sword hits me, I'm gonna be scared because I had demons punch me and I was pretty much 100% dead. I survived because the DM was nice to me.
Yeah.
Like that system is brutal.
It's pretty cool though.
It's great. I love it.
That's one thing we've never done, which just reminded me of when you were talking about how RuneQuest is very like I might die. We've never done the range of like melee fights in RuneQuest ever. Because in RuneQuest there's combat distances,
Oh yeah.
which we never do. So if you have a spear and you're fighting a guy with a dagger, you have like 3 range increments over the guy at the start of combat. So he has to close the gap with you to actually hit you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just stabbing you with a spear.
And
Yeah, that
once
makes
it's-
perfect sense.
Yeah.
And once that gap is closed, you have to back up.
Yeah. Or pull out a dagger.
Yeah.
Or punch him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I like a lot because it just lends itself to realism, where it's like, you know, a guy with a spear is incredibly effective at the start of the combat because I'm way over here. I can't even get close to you. I'm way over here, and yet you have a spear and you're just going nick, die.
You have to get past that attack or you're screwed.
Oh,
Which is pretty cool.
You're trying to close the gap with me. I'm just going to stab you again. I'm just going to stab you again and again.
It's like,
You have to somehow get
back up.
this to not stab you and get closer.
Very crunchy.
My favorite thing, just random spear combat stuff, is, you know, the I have a spear, I'm gonna stab him from far away. Person, I'm gonna get him close so he can't stab me with the spear. Spearman, cross checks.
Yeah. Wow, it's now a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Dunk!
Yeah.
Oh my nose!
Yeah, useless at close range. They're just not as good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why they have feats for it in Pathfinder, right?
Yes, there is a feat for that.
Yeah.
There's a reason spears and pikes were used the longest throughout history.
They're
Literally
super
used
effective.
the before the Romans and until guns came in. Even when guns were in, they're still using spears.
There's a ranged weapon for melee.
Yeah. Oh no, a big scary thing's coming my way.
Well, it's also because we use horses so much. And
Yeah.
the only thing that killed horses effectively was sticks with pointy things on them.
Also, if you have a ton of guys with sticks with pointy things on them, it would usually stop the group of big scary horse dudes from going straight through you and then out the other side, which means they could do it again.
Yeah.
So you could just kind of like... And you all got your sticks with
Everyone got their
pointies?
sticks?
Okay.
Man, that would suck being the first, line of horsemen trying to charge into people.
Yeah.
Dude, I could not imagine.
I don't know. That's a tough one because in war at that point in that history time, there's like a 99% chance you're gonna die anyways. If you're not like a knight or like anything else, if you're just a peasant in the war, survival comes down to luck mainly.
It was like one third of it was usually the initial people that fought in battles were the ones who died.
Oh yeah,
Because
if you were the first
get into
line,
the fight
you were
and you'd be
dead,
dead.
100%.
And then really armies only ever in field combats, because a lot of the times battles came down to sieges. In field combats, when two armies actually met to fight, because a lot of the times armies would go march, 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 march. Oh no, you're bigger than me. Leave.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
No point in fighting a war.
Bye bye. But if they couldn't, if there was an actual field combat, it'd be 10% of the army would die, and then the rest, the 90%, would go, fuck, we're losing. Run, we're running. I don't want to die. You'd be like, I'm a pikeman. I'm trained to fight. I'm a pikeman. Oh, John just died. John just died. John was good. He was really good at doing pike things. I'm okay at doing pike things, but John was really good, and he's dead. Tim died too.
That's enough for me.
Okay.
Enough for me.
Do we got
Okay. So the line behind me, they're kind of open. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And rarely did horsemen run you down unless the army was all horses. With Mongols, they'd just be like,
Yeah,
You're running?
It depended who you were fighting, yeah.
Yeah.
You're having some civil warfare, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
but you're fighting savages, they'll just murder you. They don't give a crap.
I mean, the Mongols were crazy. They were literally just like, hey, you killed our envoys that we sent to talk to you about the fact that we want to hunt these guys that are kind of near your border.
That's a no-no.
And you killed them. You killed the envoys. Yeah, we're going to send 200,000 men to you and burn everything you own. Yeah. Oh, we surrounded your army. Hey, that's kind of cool. We surrounded your army. You're fighting really well. You're doing really good. We're going to leave you a little gap so you can run away. Here. Now you don't fight like your life depends on it. You get a little slip away. Oh, you're slipping out that way we gave you. We're just going to follow you. Oh, you're getting tired. We're following you and you're getting tired. Now we'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty brutal.
They were very effective.
Well, yeah, if you get good at shooting people on a horse, how much people can do against you.
Yeah. When your whole life is involved in the steppes, which is hard to live in, and you have to hurt animals, and you're trained from being a child to shoot things.
Yeah. Well, even in modern days,
pretty good at it.
If people are good at shooting things from a mobile source, they're practically invincible. You can't do much against that because it's moving quickly. If they can hit you and you can't hit them, you're dead.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You can't do much against that.
I want to run.
Can't run. They're faster than me.
I hide. That might work.
Maybe.
If
It
they didn't
depends
see you
how gung ho
initially,
they are to kill you.
Yeah. Navy.
It's also because warfare nowadays is so different, anyways. Just people
Yeah,
sitting on
it's
cliff tops from like half a mile away.
Yes, my
Yeah,
flame
I mean,
wars
if they're
in
not
the
fucking
chats.
playing Xbox at you, like,
Not even when they're actually firing their guns.
Yeah.
you don't even need to do that. You just play Xbox at them. Like, you were just gonna. Oh yeah, that's where they're over there. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Modern War is infinitely different, just because. Yeah, there's
Modern warfare.
Yeah, there's just so much more to it. Because there's combat is so different in a modern setting, and also the fact that since the entire world can see pretty much everything that's happening now, you can't do what wars used to be like.
Don't commit war crimes.
Otherwise, everyone just goes.
And the whole world goes, "You're bad."
Yeah.
Which is, that's probably a good thing.
I think it's good.
I think it's for the best.
I think it's for the best. Then we get less things
I'm
like, "Oh, let's go blow up that village for funsies."
Yeah, I'm glad.
I mean, they still do a pretty good job of that.
They still, but it's
not as bad as it used
but
to
it's
be.
seen now.
Yeah.
Now people see it.
Yeah,
They still do it, but it's talked about as opposed to, "Oh, nobody knew about that."
Yeah. Instead of before, it's like, we need to defeat this enemy kingdom. We're going to, instead of fighting them in a pitched battle, we're just gonna burn everything they own, literally, until they cannot field an army against us. Yeah. Thanks, England. You did pretty good against France there.
Yeah,
That 100 Years' War was kind of, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason the 100 Years' War was entirely fought on French soil.
Yeah.
Get far.
Poor French.
The poor French.
Back then, it's different.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
French Dan.
Hayden can say something. He's French.
French Dan? French now.
Very small quarter, like I think. I don't even know what percentage French I am, but I do have some French.
That means you get one insult
Croissant.
per year.
One.
One insult
per year.
Yeah.
Tabernacle.
Well, I think we're pretty much done.
That was an hour.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Hour 10. Yeah.
Kind of went a little off topic there at the end, but that was
That's all
fun.
good. Thanks.
Still had fun with it.
Thanks for coming in, everybody. We appreciate you. And we hope to see you this Friday.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Be
Day.
lonely.
Happy
Kiss
Singles
yourself
Awareness
or
Day.
whoever you're with.
I'll kiss you.
That's tomorrow.
Alright.
Because that's when the chocolate's cheap.
Time for the next one to be just a little trickier.
What?
We just said we're ending.
No, I'm changing this question for
Well,
next
anyways,
time it gets
Chris
called.
is.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Goodbye.
he's
Thanks
doing
for
it
coming.
forever. He's a senile old man.
See ya. Bye.